Namaste. Hello, everybody. Back again here with Letkai, aka Shiva. Um, so we talked about on the last video about observation and transpositioning. In this video, we're gonna talk about what's beef. Yeah, what's beef? You know, Biggie. What's beef? Anyways, what's beef? You don't want me to get on that lyric. It'll be Biggie all day. So what's beef? We know it's cows. Okay, we know it's cows. We know it's peppers. We know it's steers. We know what beef is. Um, the funny thing about beef is that I used to eat the shit out of hamburgers and medium steaks like you would never believe. You couldn't get me away from it. I don't care. I didn't care. Um, so I got to explain about the beginning of my enlightenment period. When I became enlightened was the beginning of March. Throughout my week of enlightenment, things started happening to me in my brain. So, like as far as attitude and mood, I started not thinking negative thoughts about people that used to piss me off or people that used to get on my nerves or homies that owed me money or anything like that. So it wasn't like that just started just going away. Like my third day of meditating and enlightenment periods was like things didn't bother me no more. I started weaning down on my language, even though I still use language to get the point across to you guys. It's not an entertainment, but it can please take it as uh, someone that is the incarnation of Shiva, but actually can make sense of this to you guys and keep it in a comedic perspective. Because I don't know, people think I'm a comedian. I guess we'll find out here later. Anyways, but we have to be funny about this because it's such a serious situation that we're living in and what we're dealing with here for the next 68 years. So we got to talk about what's beef. Beef is I don't want to start spitting these lyrics from Biggie. Uh, Beef is again something that is forced upon us in America as Americans. So don't act like America, you didn't grow up off of the understanding of beef. It's been a part of it was a forced upon diet. So for a long time, McDonald's, she was going to react to this one because during my enlightenment, I started rejecting fast foods restaurants for no apparent reason. It was like something in my brain was like, no more McDonald's, no more Wendy's, no more rallies. I didn't understand why. So the third day into my enlightenment, I woke up that morning and then I went down to the kitchen and I just thought about like a burger or something. And then all of a sudden I heard this voice on the left side of my brain and it was Kaya's voice, but I didn't know. I thought it was just my own subconscious voice that we always hear that tells us to do the right thing from right and wrong. So I heard this very distinct voice and he said, if you walked on land, why would you eat yourself? When you walked on land, why would you eat yourself? And then all of a sudden it clicked like, why don't I desire hamburger anymore? Why don't I desire beef? This is strange. I don't even want a burger anymore. And I couldn't stop thinking about it all day. Like, why don't I desire beef? This is weird. So the next day I challenged it. I went to Max Numbers, got me a garbage burger. It's one of my favorite. Got medium, the way I like it, fully loaded. Got a garbage burger. Ate half of it. All right. I ate half of this burger. Smoked a blunt. Didn't think about it. Ate it. And I was like, burger, yeah. And I started eating more of it. And I was like, I don't want no more of this. This isn't right. So then my stupid ass go try to meditate that night, right? Now all my meditations come with visuals. I do dark room style meditation. Blindfold meditation is my thing. That's how I got off. That's how I practice faster. Um, all my meditations are visual. Every single one of them. Not one of them ain't none of them been dark. All I see is visuals. So anyways, um, for 3 days I couldn't see nothing. Meditate for 45 minutes, nothing. hour, nothing. I couldn't see anything, nothing, just all blackness. For 3 days until that meat passed out of my system, I couldn't see anything. Then on the third and a half day, when I meditated, then the visuals started coming back. After that, I left it alone. And then now I don't even mess with it. It's not even a thought, you know. There's things that's been happening with my enlightenment. Like I used to be a heavy smoker of Newport cigarettes. Come on, I'm from the hood, nerd from the hood, product of my environment. Newports, malt liquor, you know, beer, regular basis. Don't exist no more. Totally gone. No more beer, no more cigarettes. Not even hard liquor. That shit don't even exist. Grain alcohol is permitted. That's the only thing that I can drink, fermentation, like white wine. But that's it. We're not going to talk about what I can do and what you guys can't. That you do whatever you want in this place. You're under karmatic suggestion. So, anyways, I no longer desire beef magically. No longer desire cigarettes magically. No longer desire the taste of, Steel Reserve magically. So, and it's been delicious. So, anyways, beef. Guys, I hate to tell you this, man. When you go to heaven, you're going to find out. Beef, you don't do it. It's the most sacred animal in the universe. It's 90. It's Shiva's creation. It is a heavenly entity. And here, get this, guys. Reincarnation exists. So we're going to talk a lot about reincarnation. We're going to talk about how the Bardo works. We're going to talk about a lot of the Tibetan Book of the Dead in our future videos. It's how I cracked the code of reality and figured out everything about the truth, about the nature of reality that we live in. It's not Earth. It's not a planet. It's a reality. It's a space. It's a place of learning. And I ain't talking about the learning you thinking that you learning in a good way. Why is there so much bullshit happening in this world that we think is? Why is there so much evil if this was such a good place? So anyways, it's a place of learning, guys. It's time to wake up. 68 years. So anyways, beef. What's beef? Reincarnation exists. Lashar Kim are real. The Lashar Kim are the multiple armed and head beings of heaven, high heaven. The more you go up the echelon, the more you start experiencing these deities. All these demigods, devas and devis, Asuras, they're all there. But then if you look at the Tibetan Book of the Dead, you look at the Bardo Will, there's a heaven. There's nirvana, right? But then there's an outer heaven. And it's all on the picture with Mara holding the will. So you just got to examine it because it's all there. Beef. Mar figured out a way. Okay? And this is going to be really some insightful information, but Mar figured out a way. Okay? Reincarnation is real. People are born from cows more than you know it. Okay? You are what you eat. You're exactly what you eat. DNA is real. DNA, we all know it's real. But people don't think about it in a more deeper sense because the vegans figured it out. Vegetarians kind of figured it out. Eastern practitioners figured it out. You are what you eat. So whatever you eat, you encode DNA from that understanding into yourself. So you're taking them into yourself. This is kind of a practical esoteric theory that is actually true. But what Mar has figured out is how to keep us going for 7 trillion years that we've been stuck in this place. So the best way to keep confusion going is to have people reincarnate into animals. A lot of people do it to themselves when they go into the Bardo. They go to the animal world and they be seduced by it, and then they become, boom, a cow. Instant. Same with the Lashar Kim. The Lashar Kim, Shiva, yes, we are in cows. We're eating the DNA of our predecessors. We're eating the DNA of ourselves because we've been these entities for so long that DNA just keeps compiling. So all we're doing is just eating ourselves. So as much times as we've been a cow, as much times as we've been reincarnated with our higher selves into these animals, the higher selves are in there with them, with us as slates, and then we get butchered, and then we're forced to shove it down our kids with our still genetic memory information and all that shit. So you are what you eat, guys, and we're eating ourselves. It's going to sound morbid and crazy, but this whole reincarnation thing that Mara has got going on, how he kept Lashar Kim always in a loop, Samsara wipes your memories. Every time you die, it's only 45 minutes to an hour before you come right back. So, and most of the time, how many percentage, Shiva, what's the percentage rate on people coming back as a cow, as a human, into a cow? Is it about 50%, 60%? He's saying no. 70%, 80%? So it's 80% of life, of human life, that gets put into a cow when it's reborn as a cow, and then we get butchered, and then we're forced down each other's throats. So it's like a cosmic messed up joke here inside of the place that we're stuck in. And I'm going to explain future videos about the place that we're stuck in. So guys, we're eating reincarnated DNA of ourselves and gods and goddesses and devas and devis and asuras and dakinis and you name it. We're eating ourselves, guys. You are what you eat. And DNA is memory. DNA is the past. And when we eat their DNA, we're just eating compiling memory of our past lives. So 80%, guys, and Shiva has confirmed that 80% of the tide of the rebirth comes through the cow industry. So later on in the future, we're going to shit on the cow and beef industry. Guys, beef is bad for you, regardless. You shouldn't eat it, period. It's a sacred animal. It's a divine beast in heaven. They're the women, the Devis that birth, the goddesses that birth is not the birth that you guys think here. Okay? They don't lactate milk. Guess who gives it to them? It sure is not them women. They're not the Lashar Kim Davies. It's not them. It's the cows that gives the babies the milk that are born from a lotus flower. So this whole sacred being about the cow, you cannot eat it. You just can't. It's not just bad for you. It's spiritually not right. It's karmatically against you. You cannot do it. I'm sorry, guys. And it ain't because I'm preaching the fact that I magically stopped eating beef. I just don't do it. And nothing ain't changed except for that I feel a lot better. I feel karmatically liberated because I've already been karmatically liberated. So nothing doesn't bother me as it bothers you guys. But eating beef is a problem. And I just can't. And I suggest all you, by all in the good Lord's grace, please, throughout time, goat, lamb, chicken, that's what they're here for. They're here for us. That's our treats. If we want meat, that's our treats. Saltwater fishes, that's our treats. Other than that, please be a vegetarian as much as you can. Go to coconut water and live organically as much as possible. And stay away from beef because you'll end up with beef when you go to heaven. And what's beef, right? You don't want beef with that. Thank you.